Hello everyone, welcome back to Learning Science Q&A. Today we are here with our part 2 lecture from the chapter Microorganism Friend or Foe. This is a chapter from class 8 NCERT. In our last lecture, we have already discussed about the different classes of microorganism in which different microbes can be classified. We have discussed about the bacteria, fungi, algae, protista and viruses. We have already discussed that in what ways a virus is different from other microorganisms. Today we are starting with the microorganism that may serve beneficial purpose for us. So, microorganism can be used as probiotic. They can be used in the form of live bacteria or in the form of their product. So live bacteria in the form of probiotic are good for health, they are good for digestive system, they are helpful in maintaining good health for the host. For this reason, they are also known as good or useful bacteria. Bacteria, when present in our intestine, they help in proper digestion, they help in the release of vitamin B, and they help in the absorption of vitamin B by the intestine. So we can say they are helpful in improving the overall immunity in our body. Talking about yeast, the Saccharomyces cerevisiae is popularly used in fermentation and in bread and baking industry. Also, yeast is used in various Indian cuisines. So, they are used when they are performing anaerobic respiration. In due course, they produce carbon dioxide and make the dishes fluffier. Lactobacillus is used in dairy industry for setting the curd and for cheese making. Microorganisms also carry out the processing and aging of cheese. Fermentation, the anaerobic respiration that is found to be very useful in various industry including bread, baking and beverages, is discovered by Louis Pasteur in the year 1857. Looking to microorganisms, what they are doing for our nature. Microorganisms are present in the root nodules of leguminous plant. All pulses are coming from the legume family. So in the leguminous root, a rhizobium bacteria is present which fixes atmospheric nitrogen present in the air and supplies nitrogenous compound to the legume plant. It also helps to make the soil more fertile and nitrogen rich. Microbes can be used to reduce pollution. When microbes are present in soil, like bacteria and fungi, they are useful in breaking down the organic matter and excreta present in the soil. They convert it into inorganic compound, and this inorganic compound are easily absorbed by the plant. Many microorganisms, mainly the anaerobic one, are useful in the biological treatment of sewage and industrial effluent. In this figure, you can see the small bubble-like structure. These are the leguminous plant root, and these structures are known as a root nodule. Inside this root nodule only, the rhizobium bacteria resides. The rhizobium fixes atmospheric nitrogen for the plant. Now, nitrogen, being the most abundant element in our atmosphere, is practically inert. That means it is present in the form of its molecular form, which is N2, where two nitrogen atoms are bound by a three triple bond. So, in this form, nitrogen is unavailable to the plant. Plants are not able to utilize this atmospheric form of nitrogen. So, the bacteria rhizobium fixes this N2 into the usable product. The useful products like nitrate, nitrite, and ammonia. These compounds are readily utilized, absorbed by the plant from the soil, and they can be used for further process. So, the process in which nitrogen present in the atmosphere is converted into the nitrogenous compound is known as nitrogen fixation, and nitrogen fixation is one very important step of nitrogen cycle. So we will see nitrogen cycle now. Every nutrient cycle is consisted of two parts. One part how the molecular form or the readily available form is used by the various organisms present on the earth, and what are the processes that are making the element or the nutrient again going back to the natural pool. So atmospheric nitrogen is present in the form of N2, which is converted into nitrogenous compound like nitrate, nitrite, and ammonia with the help of process known as nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation can be taken place in three ways: atmospheric nitrogen fixation, which will be natural; industrial nitrogen fixation, that would be taken out in the industries by Haber's process; and biological nitrogen fixation that takes place with the help of bacteria rhizobium. So, once these compounds are generated or formed, they can be easily taken up by the plant and assimilated. Once the plant is dead or decayed, the nitrogen present in the plant is again converted back into its natural form by the process named as denitrification. So we can see nitrogen cycle is consist of four major steps. First is nitrogen fixation that converts atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia. It is taking place with the help of microorganisms like rhizobium and azotobacter. Assimilation, which is absorption of fixed nitrogen from soil by root. Ammonification, that involves generation of ammonia by microbes. This is done with the help of bacillus and clostridium species. Nitrification, that is conversion of ammonia into NO3 followed by NO2, which is done with the help of bacteria Nitrosomonas. Nitrification, that involves conversion of ammonia into nitrate and then nitrite, done by bacteria Nitrosomonas and Nitrobacter. Final step, denitrification, that is the conversion of nitrogenous compound into the molecular form N2, which is done with the help of bacteria Pseudomonas. Microorganisms are also used in medical. They play very crucial role in the preparation of medicines. They are helpful by producing antibiotics that are used to kill pathogenic microbe and the product produced by pathogenic microbe inside our body. Penicillin is the antibiotic which is made from the fungus Penicillium. By helping in the production of vaccine is the another way these microbes are helpful. Vaccines are used to give it to children, to adults, to protect them from various kind of diseases. Alexander Fleming first of all discovered penicillin while he was working on a culture of disease causing bacteria. Now coming to how antibiotic kills pathogen. So antibiotics are basically antimicrobial drugs which are procured or taken from the microorganism. And these microorganisms can be molds, fungus and even some bacteria. Now these products which are actually obtained from some of the microorganisms are useful in fighting with the pathogen or the product produced by other infectious microorganism. So we can say antibiotic directly kills the pathogen and sometimes it just stops the pathogen from growing into number. How vaccine are helping us? Vaccine help us by producing antibodies and these antibodies are produced inside the blood. Once produced, they protect us against the pathogen and many times they protect us against the product of the pathogen which may be an antigen. So vaccine contains either dead, live or weakened microorganism. The microorganism present in the vaccine can be alive, but yes, it would be weakened. It is not going to harm you. It may contain a dead microorganism. It may contain a portion of microorganism. And when it is introduced into a healthy body with the help of oral administration or with the help of injection, it triggers the immune response. It tells body that a pathogen has entered into the body. You need to produce antibody against that pathogen. So we are going to discuss about the functioning of antibiotics and the functioning of vaccine in our next lecture. Thank you for now. Please like, share and subscribe.